everyone, FSG here, hope you're all doing well. It's a momentous day. I called this right at the very start when FS25 was announced, but it looks like we are getting that Scottish map that we've talked about. Not only that, we are getting fish farming, we are getting a new crop in onions, and we are getting plenty more machinery as well. We don't have masses of information yet, but it is FarmCon this week, so I'm expecting this is the start of a little bit more of a reveal when we're at FarmCon later in the week. So I'm going to try and get some of that information to you as soon as I can after being in Austria. But for now, let's have a look at what Giants have announced today. And I'm pumped. I am. And the images, they look really, really good. I think they've done a good job. Things are feeling pretty accurate from what I've seen so far. So let's run through the blog that they have sent out. Fun and Fishy Highland Fishing Expansion coming in November. Remember, the 4th of November, that is when it's going to be coming out. And as we scroll down here, Farming Simulator 25 is getting its first major expansion, and it's a fun and fishy one. Highland Fishing arriving November the 4th for PC and consoles adds aquaculture, a new map, new machines and gameplay. You'll soon be able to farm fish as well as fields. Highlands Fishing will be available as both a standalone expansion and bundled in the base game in a new Highlands Fishing Edition. Pre-order is available now, and the expansion will unlock for owners of the Year 1 Season Pass on day's release. Now, jumping into the information here, welcome to Kinlake, where green hills meet the sea. The new map, Kinlake, draws its rugged charm from the windswept landscapes of Scotland. Expect rocky valleys, thick grass and long stretches of overcast sky. They have got it right. It's a place where you can build farms, tend to livestock and now take to the water to harvest fish. Authentic stone castles and traditional architecture add historical flair to this picturesque setting, and I have to say, the castle there looks very nice, very Scottish as well. It's akin to Eileen Donnan Castle out in Inverness as well, and trust me, we have got enough castles in Scotland for everybody, and they've done a really good job of modelling this, I have to say. Aquaculture comes aboard. This expansion marks a first for the series. Players can now engage in aquaculture. You'll be able to breed, raise and harvest fish such as salmon and trout using both land-based tanks and boats out at sea. Prefer a quiet moment by the shore? Grab a rod for a relaxing round of shore fishing. It's a whole new way to enjoy the simulator's calm pace. Now, fish farming up north in Scotland is a massive, massive deal, particularly salmon and trout. Salmon is farmed commercially heavily, as you can imagine. Smoked salmon from Scotland sold all over the world. Trout is a little bit more fly fishing based, but still a lot of fishing going on in Scotland due to the environment. More than fish, new animal, crop and machinery. It's not just about the fish. Highland Fishing also introduces a new crop as well, onions, and a new animal type, Highland cattle. I love Highland cattle. They're most commonly used for meat, and they do milk as well. But to be honest, most people keep them as pets, and they are very, very cool animals. New manufacturers like Monosem, Can-Am, AgriSpread and GT Bunning join the lineup, supporting both land and water base work, and we have seen their fast track as well in some of the imagery, so we can expect that to come as well. Whether you're casting nets or planting onions, this expansion deepens the farming experience in exciting new directions. Time to prep your boat and your fishing boots. Right, let's have a look at some of these images, shall we? Now, this is the boatyard, they're calling it, from the image, but looks very, very Scottish. In fact, there is a harbour very similar to this out at North Berwick, not a million miles from where I am, with these large stone walls keeping the water out. Now, we look at some of the industrial elements in the background there, but even some of these houses here, very, very in keeping with the Highlands of Scotland. I'm thinking up Ullapool, places like that, and they've definitely taken their cues from Tobermory as well, which has very bright coloured houses. You can see a red one there, and we have a blue one in one of the other images as well, but it does feel very Scottish. Blue skies, though, that only happens every now and again, so I expect to see a lot more rain on this map. I've touched on the castle already. Absolutely beautiful, looks fantastic, and looks in keeping with what a Scottish castle would look like as well. Like I said, there's definitely cues been taken here from Eileen Donnan Castle, which is one of our very most famous tourist attractions and castles. So love this, love the authenticity of this. Really, really nice indeed. There we go. First look at our Highland cattle as well. This is clearly some of the younger ones. Once we see the full-size one, you kind of tend to lose the eyes because their fringe grows over their face. I'm looking forward to seeing these in a little bit more detail. Quite excited about this one. Again, practically, are they going to be used a lot? I don't know. But like I said, in Scotland, many people keep these for showing and for pets and for tourism, really, as much as anything else, although they can be used for meat and milk. They did talk about some of the machinery as well, so we have got an agri-spread spreader there, and we have got the JCB Fast Track as well, looking good. UK number plates on there as well. And here we can see the onions for the first time, and some what looks like onion harvesting equipment from Highlands. Highlands already in the game, of course, with some of their silage compacting tools, but this looks very interesting, especially that harvester at the back. Looking forward to seeing that in a little bit more detail. I'm guessing the front bit as well is a topper. These probably behave a bit like beets, where you'd have to remove the tops before you lift them, but we'll just have to wait and see. And finally, we have this shot of this lovely stone bridge coming either in or out of the town. We've got the local bus crossing over as well, and those coloured houses, like I've mentioned already, very in keeping with some of the Highland villages and towns that you come across. From what I've seen, okay, we've only got a few pictures, and I'm sure we'll see a little bit more over the next few weeks and months, but initial thoughts from me, this looks pretty good. I've got to say, I am taken with this. Absolutely done a great job with getting it in keeping with Scotland. This feels like somebody who did this knows what they're doing with the British map, because this is really on point from a visual perspective. Gameplay, we'll have to wait and see what happens with the fish farming. I'm excited to see that, of course. There was those areas on all of the base game maps when FS25 came out that you couldn't access. A lot of people have speculated, and it was quite clear from, I think, some of it that it was going to be fish farming, so that explains how this is being released alongside this map now. But exciting times ahead. This is looking good. This is looking good, and I'm looking forward to bringing you a little bit more from FarmCon. So that's it. That's all you've got from me just now. Hopefully we'll see a little bit more of this over the next week or so at FarmCon. I'll try and bring you that as much as I can, and fingers crossed that this is a really nice expansion. I'm so excited that we finally got a Scottish map, and I think they've done a wonderful job from these images I've seen so far, but just have to wait and see, won't we? For now, from me, thank you very much for watching. Here's some more information coming on this very, very soon. But for now, take care, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.